Today, the moon continues in the emotional, feeling-based, intuitive water sign of Cancer. So we have that focus today on feelings and needs, taking care of our tender, vulnerable selves. And we also have today the sun in the final degree of Taurus. So it's the last full day of the sun in Taurus, and tomorrow it goes into Gemini, where the sun will join up with Uranus, bringing themes of freedom and shakeup and the need to be authentic and true to who we are, with that solar energy of how we shine, combining with the breakthrough freedom energy of Uranus in Gemini, and how we think and how we give voice to who we are. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, May 19th. And so today's vibe, today's mood of the day is that Cancer nurturing energy. And we do also have Venus in Cancer. So they had their conjunction yesterday, as I mentioned, and at 0 degrees Cancer. But Venus in Cancer reminds us of what we value, what matters to us about one another, about caring, about feelings, about being there and supporting one another. So that Venus in Cancer is very important because we're in a Taurus moon cycle. And so we're focusing on the energy of Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So that gives it this tone, this vibe of focusing on caring and feelings and our emotional needs. So if you feel things, if you feel sensitive and feel a little bit vulnerable today, that is just that energy moving. It's just with the time of month when it needs to move, right? There's a Cancer moon every month for all of us. And so we feel things a little bit more sensitively during that Cancer moon. And you might notice people around you being a little bit more prickly. And remember that Cancer is the crab. It has those claws. so, so it is because we feel the sensitive, vulnerable, soft parts of ourselves, and that makes us feel vulnerable. And that's when the crab claws come out. So a little bit more reactivity, a little bit more irritability, maybe some moodiness. And so give yourself and those around you a little bit of grace. Be patient. Take a step back if you need to have good boundaries for yourself. And that's something we always should think about with water signs, and especially water moons, is where we need to have those boundaries, because our energy can leak out, we can overgive, we can take on other people's problems maybe a little bit too much. So we want to have that caring and supportive energy, but also with that care to not overgive or take on something that really is not ours to take on. So finding that balance, but also noticing where your own feelings and energy is moving inside of yourself, because where that energy is moving is where healing is flowing. So what you feel is leading you to something that speaks to what you need, that supports you in your healing process. And the parasympathetic nervous system is the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system. So the, the sympathetic nervous system is our fight and flight. That's the stress response. So that's what gets activated in more of that fiery kind of energy. But what we need with the water moons especially is the rest and digest of the parasympathetic nervous system. We need that because that's how our cells repair. our literal physical being is being repaired when we rest, when we slow down, when we get away from stimulation and take care of ourselves on that level. So trust your trust what you notice that you need, and listen to that and find ways to take care of yourself to support that un invisible, unconscious healing work that your body is doing. And it supports your ability, right, to feel happy and peaceful and all of those things, because it helps you disconnect from that stress response and remember that you are a healing being. You are a being who knows how to heal. And so supporting yourself and trusting that. So that Cancer energy is there. We also have Gemini energy. We've got Mercury and Uranus in Gemini, Sun almost in Gemini, and then Sun today in Taurus, and Sun at the very end of Taurus, Mars at the very beginning of Taurus. So we've also got Aries energy. We have a mixed, kind of a nice balance of different things, and then bringing it back to the Taurus moon cycle, what helps us to feel grounded, what's going to sustain us on our creative journey, whether you're doing your own healing work or working on some healing in your family, or whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you're learning some new things and that is your project. Maybe it's being a student, maybe it's starting a new job or a new relationship. Whatever you are moving forward on, it is a perfect time, this moon cycle, to focus on what keeps you going, what's going to support you and nourish you at that level of sustenance and grounding and habits and routines that are going to keep you going. Keep your energy where it needs to be to do the things you really want to do, right? Creating those outcomes that are important to you on your journey. So those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for being here, and you can learn more about me and how to work with me at transformationalastrology.com. My Manifesting with Moon Cycles monthly program involving a live group call with me and guided meditations and so much more to work with the energy of each moon cycle. So that is available at transformationalastrology.com. Thank you for being here and subscribing to this YouTube channel. Your support means everything to me, and I am here every day. So I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.